Magandang araw muli sa inyong lahat. Ito na naman ang inyong lingkod, Daniel Pilarta. At tayo ngayon ay nasa part 4 na. At napakaganda ng ating discussion ngayon sapagkat aaralin na natin yung original sin. Isa sa mga one of the major classifications. Yung binanggit ko sa inyo from our introduction, ating first part, natatalakayin natin yung subject on the original sin. Okay, it says here by Petrus van Maastricht in his book that the fruit of the Adamic covenant breaking is spatially original sin. Ito, malalaman natin, matututunan natin kung ano ba ang ibig sabihin ng original sin. No? However, the consequence of the Adamic covenant breaking is not only sin in general, but also in specific, both the original and actual sin. So yung major classifications kasi, according to this book, ay uunahin nating aralin yung original sin. After that, it will follow the actual sin. Subject na yan. At yung huli, in third ng classification natin, na aralin natin for the duration of our series of lectures, ay yung tinatawag na the state of sin and punishment, no? Okay, so from this particular study, this very hour, yung about the original sin, as I continue with this reading, for the text openly teaches the prior when it teaches that through one man sin entered into the world because all sin, that is, in Adam. So makikita natin yung deliberation ito doon sa Romans chapter 5 verses 12 and following. Dinidiscuss doon, no? Yung first Adam, the second Adam, paano ba nagkaroon ng sin from Adam at paano ito na i-transfer. Ano ba ang ibig sabihin ng original sin, actual sin, and so on and so forth. Now, according to Irenaeus, one of the church fathers, no, historian din siya, it is the ancient wound of the serpent. In the original sin is called the ancient wound of the serpent. Malalim, ano? Irenaeus. So Cyprian naman, another church father, original sin is called the first sin. Yan, mas madaling intindihin kapag may original sin, meaning daw niyan first sin. To Ambrose, sin, the defilement of nature is, yung sin daw, original sin is the defilement of nature. To the scripture, the imagination evil from infancy. Doon pa lang po sa pagsilang ng isang infant, ng isang sanggol, makikita na natin, malalaman na natin, no? Yung kasalanan, yung presence of sin, no? Aralin natin yan. Patuloy. Excited ba kayo? I hope so. So, makikita natin yan sa Genesis chapter 8 verse 21. The secret of sin in Psalm 19:12. The sin in which we are conceived and born, sabi ni David sa Psalm 51 verse 5. And in the New Testament, simply sin. Ang meaning ng original sin is simply the sin, kasalanan. It is also called by the New Testament thus as the indwelling sin. No? Meron palang indwelling sin sa isang makasalanang tao. Pagaya natin, for example, may present evil sa sin na yon, may besetting sin. Binabanggit niya sa book of Romans chapter 7. Mahilig si Paul dyan, i-discuss niya yung mga patungkol sa kasalanan, yung original sin, and so on. Yung mga consequences nito, okay? The law of our members, hindi na meaning ng original sin, Romans 7:23. The body of death, Romans chapter 7 verse 24. The body of sin, no? Ito si Paul, no? Discussing this differentiating, no, terminologies niya about sin. Romans chapter 6 verse 6. The old man, Ephesians chapter 4 verse 22. Sin is called also as the flesh, John 3:5 and Galatians 5:17. And the outward man in 2 Corinthians 4:16. Now, yung definition ng original sin, sabi rito, the term original sin, however, is not present in the scriptures but derives from ecclesiastical use. Pag sinabing ecclesiastical use, it pertains to church na teachings, no? O church, sabi nga, mga dogmas, local churches na natin, may tinuturo yan, no, sa iglesia, sa local churches, no? Like many other terms, it was used frequently by Augustine, Bishop of Hippo. Kilalang-kilala si Augustine in the Christianity, no, sa Christian world. And theologian siya, of course. Nabuhay siya, I think, during the 4th century AD. And other writers who followed him against the Pelagians in order to express our native stain. Moreover, it is so called first because it has its origin in the first man. Yun, no? Unti-unti, ina-explain na rito ni Maastricht yung ang original sin ay tinawag siyang original sin because of its origin, of course, and because of its first occurrence. At alam natin kung sino ito, yung first man is none other than Adam. And in his first sin, then because it has its origin with our origin, and then because it is the origin of every actual transgression. Explain natin yan in a little while. Okay, yung original sin daw, meaning nito, it pertains to the first sin that Adam and Eve committed. Ang original sin, for my understanding, ay yung imputed sin, yung sin na na-incur, yung nagawa, ni Adam and Eve sa mga next generation, yung kanilang offspring, yung posterity nga, saring lahi, ay nai-impute sa kanila ni Adam because of Adam's fall or sin, guilt, na inherit, na transfer. Tapos yung theological term is impute by way of imputation, na impute, na i-transfer doon sa mga sumunod na mga anak nila, at ang lahat ng tao ngayon, no, yung sinisilang ay taglay-taglay yung original sin. So, meaning to say, original sin is not the first actual sin na ginawa ni Adam sa ni Eve, yung nung kinain nila yung bunga ng isang puno na pinagbabawal ng Diyos, na sinabi ng Diyos na huwag niyong kakainin, pero nilabag nila ang utos ng Diyos, nagkasala sila at sila ay nagkaroon ng condemnation, guilt, and punishment. Ngayon, yung original sin pertains to the imputation of that particular sin. Nung na-transfer na, ngayon yung mga unang offspring, sinilang, yung mga anak nila, taglay nila ngayon yung original sin na na-transfer because of the sin of their first parents. No? Okay. That is the original sin. Its first part, yung imputed sin nga. So by way of imputation, nagkaroon na ng tinatawag na original sin. Moreover, the substance of this sin includes two things. First, the guilt which we have from Adam, the merit of judgment, which is from one man to condemnation, because all were judged to have sin in him. So by way of imputation, yung pagkakasala ngayon ni Adam sa ni Eve, na i-transfer, na impute doon sa mga anak nila, sa mga sumunod pang mga lahi, mga naging kaapu-apuhan, at hanggang sa ating henerasyon ngayon, 2025 na, ay taglay-taglay pa ng mga tao yung kasalanan nila. So, okay? Yung original sin na yun. So, by way of imputation, transfer, inheritance. No? Because all were judged to have sin in him, as the apostle says in Romans, particularity natin, Romans chapter 5, verses 12 and following. Then, that stain and corruption itself that inheres in us. Merong inherency. Okay, papaliwanag natin. The first is customarily called imputed original sin. Dalawang categories kasi ito, no? Dalawang major classification. Yung original sin. Yung isang banda, yung imputed original sin. Kaya nga nagkaroon ng original sin by way of imputation, tawag doon, nung na-transfer na, no? Yung kasalanan doon sa mga saling lahi, ay tawag doon imputed original sin. Merong another original sin which the theologians would call as inherent original sin. So nung nagkaroon na ng original sin by way of imputation, nagkaroon na, no, alongside with it ng inherency o nagkaroon na ng inherent original sin. Ang meaning nito ay naging innate, naging natural na kay isang tao na makasalanan, kasi makasalanan na siya by way of imputation, meron siyang original sin din, at ito ay nakakagawa na siya ng pagkakasala. No? Wala na siya sinilang, nagkaisip, nagkaroon na siya ng actual sin. Nag-aaralan pa natin yung mga other things that pertains to that actual sin. So, wala muna tayo sa actual sin study. Ang study natin is original sin muna. Moreover, imputation does not consist in a mere reckoning by which God reckons the covenant breaking of our first parents to have been perpetrated not by them alone, but rather actually and personally by their posterity also. So nadamay yung kanilang posterity, yung kanilang offspring sa ating lahi. For in this would be manifested error. Rather, he reckons that the covenant breaking which was actually committed by our first parents was committed in the first parent as in the cause by all his posterity, and thus the friendship of God perished not only with our first parents, but with the whole world. Ito na, pati yung buong mundo na, no? Buong sanlibutan. And on that account, God no longer conferred his image to his posterity, and on account of that sin, he pursues them with every sort of deaths. So may kaparusahan na, may punishment, meron ng death na binabanggit dito. At pag-aaralan natin yan sa mga susunod na panahon. Thank you so much. Cut muna tayo at tutuloy natin ang ating pag-aaral. Hindi pa tayo tapos doon sa original sin. Ini-introduce pa lang ng author yan sa atin, no? As part of our study on the subject of sin. Thank you so much. Good day, everybody. And once again, a very pleasant day to all of us. God bless and see you very soon.